either.
I don't see. A lot of mulligans are quickie, it sounds like.
So Andre Mueller leads this match 2-1. It's best 3 out of 5, so Mueller has cast his enduring ideal. Seems to have all the pieces stitched together. Sam Stein desperately trying to come up with a plan. He knows Pernicious Deed is about to wipe out his board. Does have a seal in his hand, but not quite sure. Not clear that's going to be good enough. In other news, Gio Barra of Italy has a 2-0 lead against the reigning world champion, Makihito Mahara of Japan. Shuhei Nakamura has a 2-1 lead on Takayuki Koike, the battle of two Japanese players. And then the French player, Remy Fortier, has a 2-zip lead on our Slovenian entry, Tina Roos. Sam shoves his creatures into the red zone.
I go to 1.
Andre's willing to go to 1. No reason to blow the deed now. Very confident. I mean, Andre knows his deck, knows the deck lists. Not something you would do without seeing their exact deck list, I don't think.
I'd be a little nervous about letting him untap.
Yeah.
And the Swiss, you might play this differently. You might be worried about Crozier Grab.
Absolutely.
Yeah, your end step ball.
And Sam just passes the turn back again.
Yep. So, yeah, well, anyway, I just do it for sport. Sure.
Deed.
And does it during his end step?
I untap and I grab the bill.
Yeah, I was right. We got the artifact land.
Right.
Citadel land. He's lucky he had Citadel to keep the Overlord around.
But now he's shut out of the game because the Dovescape's coming down.
Right. He can play a creature. Yeah. There it is. Sam Stein
Congratulations, Andre Mueller.
Congratulations to Andre Mueller. 3-1. He pilots his Enduring Ideal variant into the semifinals. In the semifinals, Andre will be taking on the winner of the match between Shuhei Nakamura and Takayuki Koike. We are going to go over and try to get a view on that match, which Shuhei currently leads 2-1.
The only way I can win the game is by attacking, and if you blow it up.
Looked like pretty much a blowout for Andre Mueller.
I don't know if I win, but
just not enough the Affinity deck to do.
The Seal of Primordiums just weren't enough if he didn't have. I mean, even then he had a ton of pressure. Although he might have won that game on the play.
Yeah, would have had time to play a Seal. Still loses it to Deed.
Right.
No, he still loses, even if he's playing first. Deed blows him out.
Well, he gets one more. If he's on the play, he gets one more attack that turn.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
But then he's one fewer card, so he might not have the critical mass to get the plating.
They're getting a look at Takayuki Koike. Koike is down 2-1 to Shuhei Nakamura. Koike is running a zoo deck. Third Apes, Lava Mancers, Isamaru, Mog Fanatic, Tarmogoyf. Let's get our Confidant in there. It's got access to Cabal Therapies and Duress out of the board. His burn package includes Firebolt, Lightning Helix, and Tribal Flames. A couple of Jites, Seasoned Taste, shuffle it up.
So both players seem to feel challenged, and the Void was one of the key cards post-board in this matchup out of
Shuhei's deck?
Out of Shuhei's deck, or the main deck, actually.
Yeah, Shuhei is playing a blue-white Tron deck designed primarily by Tomoharu Saito, who's currently leading the Player of the Year race. Didn't do that well for Saito. Saito, I believe, went 5-5.
Right. Picked
up just 3 pro points, although Kenji Samura, his closest competition, also went 5-5, also picked up a mere 3 points. $18 apiece.
What just happened to the Grim Lava Mancer?
I believe it got condescended.
Okay. Yep, it did.
Did he just choose not to pay? Wasn't that condescend for 1? Condescend for 1, he chose not to pay. Assume he has another spell. That was bait for Kurt Ape or something? Shuhei is
He passed the turn?
Why did he not pay? Did Shuhei really just get away with that? He condescended for one. And Koike said, yep, you got me. Wow.
Is he not willing to pay 3 life?
Had he not played the land?
Oh.
Oh, he played the creature before he played a land. Oops.
Well, maybe he wanted to bait out the condescend for something he's going to play this turn.
He still could have played his land before his spell. Sloppy Mechanics by Takayuki Koike. What did Koike just play?
He's played another
Lava Mancer.
Which we have to assume he drew this turn because he could have played that last turn.
Sure. Nakamura drops an Engineered Explosives, and bye-bye board. Explosives for 1. Not everything going just the way Shuhei wanted to. He's already up 2-1. He's pushed this game into the mid-game. He's already got 2/3 of the Tron and still 14 points of life to play with. Wow, Koike plays a 4th land and passes the turn.
He's done 6 points of damage to himself already with his lands.
And the Tron is in place for Shuhei.
There's a Firebolt.
Firebolt to you. Gonna take 7 of those from 14. Here comes a bunch of tokens. What is that, 5? Many Pro Tour players are into the interplay. He's got himself and some mates.
It's 6 tokens and about 500 Pro Tour points.
Crunch. Second Degree of Justice got him 6 tokens. Koike's got 2 turns to somehow piece 12 damage together. Oh, and there's Thunder Titan. That'll do it. Shuhei Nakamura is through to the semis. Pretty big showdown. Shuhei versus Andre Mueller on one side of the bracket. Takayuki Koike put up a fight, but not against those draws. Not a whole lot he could do there. He'll take his $10,000. He'll take his pro points, and I think he'll still be pretty happy with this weekend. Meanwhile, let's go check on the world champ. Makihito Mahara is at table B, playing against Julio Barra. Mahara,
like he's
from
in
what I
good
hear,
shape.
is in big trouble. Barra leads 2-0. Vindicate has happened. Eternal Witness got it back. Another Vindicate, and
I think a Vindicate after that.
4 Vindicates from Julio Barra. And Mahara is down to a couple of Hollow Fountains, a Teleria West, 0 pieces of the Urzatron. A couple of Treetop Villages and an Eternal Witness for Julio Barra to apply some pressure. What are the life totals in this match right now? There you look at it. Makihito Mahara won the World Championship.
I think this is only the second Pro Tour he's played in this year.
It is. You're absolutely right. He did go to Geneva, but work has been pretty busy. He's been unable to get to the Pro Tours. Took basically 6 months off, and yet here he shows up and goes straight back to the top 8.
He's not going to the Invitational next week. He chose he chose to play on the Pro Tour over the Invitational,
right,
as part of his benefits package as a world champion. For which
Craig Jones is very grateful. Craig Jones got the last spot at the Invitational, which is next week at Essen, the annual game show in Germany. So most of these guys hanging out in Europe. That coverage gets cranked up on Wednesday.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to be missing it.
Yeah, me too. I wanted to go. I haven't been to Essen before.
I've never been to Essen. It sounds spectacular. I shotgunned it months and months and months and months ago.
Yeah.
And then